Ben. I drive a shitty ass Mustang, and this is my story.
So, how'd you get into the car community?
Well, it all started when I was hanging out with my boys, and they told me about car meet. So I was like, what is that? 'Cause I didn't know nothing about it. And pretty much, I was like, sure, why not? Back then, I didn't have this. I had some old 2011 Kia Sorento. Yeah, it was a pretty shitty car. But it got me playing F1B, so I didn't really give a shit. But I followed them. Didn't know that I was going to this big ass fucking car meet at Best Buy. And I was like, okay, what did y'all get me into? Well, it turns out it was just a bunch of people just hanging around talking about cars, and I got into it. Of course, I've loved cars almost ever since I could walk. Boys, my dream car was to be a freaking GT 500. So I just stayed there, I chilled, talked to a bunch of people. It's actually where I first got introduced to Beamer. He's a good friend of mine. Motherfucker. And ever since then, I show up to car meets, car shows, still was driving that crappy old Kia, but I didn't care. I was having fun.
So, who or what sparked your passion? So you like the Mustang?
So, my dad actually sparked my passion for cars. And pretty much I just went out there. My dad handed me a wrench one day and said, "You're gonna help me fix this." And it was an old Chevy van. It was our old travel home that we used to go cross country with. It was pretty fun, but I pretty much that's where it all started. Was with my dad.
That's nice. That's nice. It's good that your parents are teaching you. So, tell me about your car. Tell me how you got it.
So, I've been looking for about 6, 7, 8 months before I actually found her. I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace over and over again, just seeing what I could find. And one day, a friend of mine came up to me. He's like, "I found this Mustang in Dallas. They want $10K for it." I'm like, okay. And I was like, "It's high, but I'm pretty sure I can talk them down for it. Doesn't matter." So we left the next morning because somebody else is already trying to jump on the mall and go get it. So we left, I want to say 5 a.m. in the morning. We arrived in Dallas around, I want to say 12, because, God, there was a long way to stop. And we got to the dealership where it was. Just automatically just walked in, it's like, we originally went to go look at 3 cars. It was a Rogue, Nissan Rogue. Yeah. Ugh. And a Nissan Century. It was about 2016-ish. Then the Mustang. Well, to make them think that I was trying to go straight to the Mustang, I went looked at the Nissan. I was like, fuck this, because one, the seat didn't work whatsoever, and the sunroof was cracked. I did not like that. Seats were all tore up, everything. Just the most shittiest car ever. And, well, then we went to go look at the third car, and I was like, hell, screw this. Done looking at this, I'm going to go look at the Mustang. So I went over there. As soon as I opened the door, just clean interior, no damages to it whatsoever. And I was like, so can I test drive this? Talked to the salesman. I was like, let me test drive this. He was like, all right, let me go get the keys. So he grabbed the keys, pulls it out, and it's me and my family friend. We jump in the car, we take off. They're about, I want to say, 3 blocks from the dealership. And I just hammer it straight to the ground. Wow, I was shocked. For a V6, I was very shocked. And, well, we were turning around, and I was like, you know what? I didn't tell my dad anything. It's just like, I just fully took off after the turnaround. Freaking swung it around, scared the shit out of him. He was not expecting that. But I realized this car was very easy to control. For new beginners who haven't started driving yet, just automatically jump into some muscle car or anything in that line. And before anybody says that this is not technically a muscle car, it is. Just because it has a V6 underneath the hood doesn't mean nothing. And pretty much get back to the dealership. I sit down with the guy and he's like, so it's 10K if you want. I'm like, it's a little steep. Let's meet in the middle. He's like, all right. Well, like, how about 9? He's like, let's do 9.25. I'm like, how about this? 9.50, and I take it. Off your hands right now. He's like, okay, I'll do that. So, I get up, I walk to the other car that came down here. We take off to the bank down the street. I get the money, I come back, and right there and then, pay for it. He hands me the keys, he goes get it inspected real quick. We put the tag on and everything else. I just take off. And at the stop sign in front of the dealership, I just ripped the fucking tires off. And we shoot off to the gas station, fill her up, and we hit the road. And it was a pretty fun, smooth drive, especially running off of bald ass tires because that's what it came with. I was hoping for a brand new set of tires, but no. But it handled the rail. I mean, even driving from Dallas to Lubbock, it was just very smooth. Then I get back, get to my house, and automatically, I don't say nothing to anybody because nobody knew I went down there. This is all secret to everyone. That night, I called one of my buddies and I was like, hey, is it possible for me to end up joining your car group that I know you have? And he's like, yeah, I'll shoot you the information. So he did. I signed out my whole crap, sign up for it. And then the next day, I was going to pick up my buddy he has a nice camera, taking pictures. I went to some neighborhood, forgot where it was, started taking pictures of it. And from there, I started posting on TikTok and sending it to Instagram, everywhere, Snapchat, everywhere, to let everybody know what I got.
Oh yeah.
And I went to go pick up my buddy after that. We went to talk, and then we went to go to pick up his crazy freaking single turbo or not Mustang, Miata, I'm sorry. And then we ran into his buddy as well. We brought him along. We driving the cool ass 350Z. And then we went on from there. After that, it's history.
Tell me the favorite thing about your car.
So, favorite thing about my car is pretty much the handling of it. It took me a while to get used to like swinging corners and dumb shit. Just normal things that people do with these types of cars. Most people drive them nice and slow and whatnot, but that's not me. I grew up in the fast lane. Ever since I was 5, I want to say, I rode my dad's, not really my dad, my stepdad's El Camino. And we went to a track out here over in Island, nice little track. And he told me jump on. I was like, okay. And it was just me on the track, nobody else, just in case something ever happened. I'm 5 years old, crying out loud.
You're 5?
Yeah, I was 5 years old and driving a pretty ass fucking El Camino. It was baby blue with some big ass flicks. I took it down the track and yeah, that's it.
That's it. So, you told me your first memory once, I believe.
My first memory?
First memory of your car. Yeah, go on.
First memory of my car was it was 3 days after I got it. And honestly, I can't really say what it is because top secret. But just to say some things happened on the street and here in Lubbock, and I ended up having to take off, if you know what I mean. And yeah.
Had fun with that one, huh?
Oh yeah.
What future plans do you have for your car?
So, future plans is to pretty much upgrade everything on it. I'm gonna rebuild the engine, single turbo it, and then, well, if all else fails and that blows up, then I'm going to swap it out with a 5.2 liter V8 and single turbo it, or not single, double, twin turbo it, thank you. And pretty much go from there. Cosmetics, I might switch it out, do something. But we'll keep down on the low. Because, yeah.
Now you put slicks on it?
You know there's gonna be slicks on it, but you already know.
So, I know you already told me, but what's going to be your next car?
So, my next car is actually gonna be a GT. Just so I can get into more racing and like going against faster cars. Right now, the casual V8 Camaro that race, it's not gonna
Not cutting it.
I'm losing too fast. But I mean, I raced a lot of cars. Some I lost, some I won. Some I made big ass fucking mistakes. We're not gonna get into detail on that one, but
We should.
no, we're not getting into that one. Nope. Hell no. Y'all already know the story.
They don't know the story.
They don't know the story, but
They don't need to know it.
they don't even know it.
I guess. So that's gonna be your next car. Talk a little about your car club, or the car club you're in.
The car club, pretty much down here, it's chill. You get the occasional teenager that comes out and starts doing donuts and shit. But other than that, it's very chill. You have nice spots here and there, but they always get burnt out. Thank you. But other than that, it's a fun community to be in, especially down here. I know up in Houston and Dallas, they got some pretty insane fucking car community down there. But down here, it's just super chill.
So, last two questions to wrap it up here. What's one thing you learned from the car community?
One thing I learned is don't be a dumbass. That's the one thing I learned. Don't be a dumbass. If you're gonna do some stupid things, do it enclosed or private. And older gentleman told me about that.
Okay, so second last question. Second, I got one more after that. So, what's your favorite thing about the car community?
Favorite thing?
Favorite thing?
Pretty much my favorite thing is the cool fucking cars that we got sometimes. You casually see the casual Lambo. You see a shit ton of fucking Miatas, Mustangs, everything. And mainly I roll around with whatever. Either it be Miatas, BMW. There's only one BMW I roll around with. Or the Mustangs. I love rolling around with the Mustangs. They're a very chill community. Well, some are the chill community. There's a group here in Lubbock called the Mustangs of Lubbock. It's a bunch of older gentlemen who have these classics, Mustangs. You get your newer Mustangs, you get all of them. And it's just something very fun. And that's it.
I forgot you have a car club. Like, car club.
Well, I have two. There's my Mustang of Lubbock, and then there's the actual Mustang.
Oh,
of
yeah,
Lubbock.
that's right. I forgot they have two.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget about that.
The other one, not many people can join unless you know the right people.
Mhm.
And I knew the right people when I joined. Because I worked at a restaurant, and this guy who drew Mustangs all of his life came up one day and started talking to me about cars and whatnot, Mustangs. And that's how I pretty much became friends with him. He helped me search for Mustangs for almost a year for the right Mustang.
Be the one who told you about the listing?
No,
No? Different friend?
different friend.
So, last question we got here. Words of wisdom, what can you give us?
Don't underestimate your car. It can actually get out of hand very quickly. I know a lot of these young folks, they want to get into these fast V8 cars and go swing a corner, but it can be dangerous. You have to understand your vehicle first before you start doing it. It took me a while. And I mean, it took me a whole lot. I'm still getting used to it, but it's getting easier and easier. Just when you're out there doing fun shit, just think about it first before you do it.
Okay, well, thank you, Penjamin. We'll call you Penjamin. Thank you, man.
No problem, bro.